Number 78 here, it says the pedigree below shows the occurrence of the recessive genetic disorder PKU in a family. So this is beautiful. They're telling us right off the bat it's a recessive disorder. And if you know PKU, you'll also know that that is autosomal disorder. So you're right off the bat, you know exactly what you're dealing with. And if you didn't, you can also take there's a couple other tricks in here. So it's saying to you, if the allele for PKU is small n, what are the genotypes of individuals 7 and 20? And before we get to that, let's prove that it's not sex-linked. And we know it's not sex-linked based on this example right here. If it were sex-linked, and we know it's recessive, we would know that the daughter here would be X little r, X little r. If that's the case, she had to get one of her X little r's from her mom and one of her X little r's from her dad. Because her dad's normal in this case, he's X big R Y, so he can't pass on a disorder to his daughter. She can't have a disorder if it's without him having it. So because of that, we know it's autosomal. So if the allele for PKU is N, or small n, what are the genotypes of 7 and 20? Well, because we know that that's recessive and autosomal, we know that they're little n. Individual 20 over here, well, they could be big N, or big N, little n. And so the only way one of the ways you can tell for sure is if we take a look at the child number 21. Because this child has a disorder and it's little n, we know they had to get one from number 19, who's also going to be little n, and had to get one from 20 as well. So big N, small n. Then for number 3, is individual 3 a carrier for PKU? So we take a look at this one over here, explain why or why not. Well, again, take a look at the offspring here. You have an offspring with a disorder, 2 parents that don't. So both parents, big N, would have to be carriers in order to have an offspring that has a disorder. So individual 3 is a carrier, because if they weren't a carrier, they would not have an affected offspring. Because they do have an affected offspring, both 3 and 4 would be carriers.